Okay, I'm back. I'm really sorry, I got here as fast as... Wait, where's Camosa? In her study, she said she didn't have time to wait for you forever, and you kept her waiting for quite some time. Oh no, we wouldn't want Camosa's magnificent plans to be foiled just because of Cinders' laziness, would we? You might rethink your attitude. Mother wants to speak to you. I can't imagine how that is going to be a pleasant experience, considering. She said she wants to speak to me? Why? Well, actually, she wants to speak to each of us. You're just supposed to go first. Great. When I finally get to be the first at something, it's something I don't want. It's like receiving gifts. Good in principle, but always disappointing in reality. Why would she want to speak to each of us? Why separately? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, stop complaining, you two. And you should hurry up and go, Sophia, lest you feel the need to make Mother angry, of course. I'm going. I certainly don't like this. Camosa seems keen on interrogating us and getting every detail of what happened while she was gone. If you did what she was supposed to, you wouldn't need to be nervous right now. Just a thought. Of course, because everything is fair and honest around here, and I certainly won't get blamed for things I have no control over. I think you do enough on your own. Not need any additional blame. Your constant rebelling should get most of Camosa's attention. And how will Camosa have any idea about who rebelled and what rebelling actually means, huh? You're not seriously suggesting that I would tell you, are you? I'm trying so hard to do well here and take care of you two. And Sophia, she wouldn't just stab you in the back like that for no reason, would she now? Well, I certainly do not feel as safe as you describe. Okay, so my sister might have an interesting idea of fun. Exactly, she's twisted as a corkscrew and might say anything for reasons that escape reason. I think you're much too fast to judge people. You know Sophia's not evil, and we sure as hell both know that living in this house can be hard, so... So, Sophia's a delicate little flower that means nobody harm. She just defends herself if necessary. Sure, she's cynical at times, even vicious or cruel, and yes, speaking to her often was convincing. Thanks, that helps. But here's my point, she only does that when it's safe. She wouldn't stab you in the back or do anything against you where it counts. Just because Sophia has uttered some sharp comments about morality doesn't yet mean she actually grasps the concept, not to mention agreeing with it. I had no idea you could be so resentful and full of hate. What gives you the right to judge Sophia when you yourself are so cruel to her? I'm not. I'm really nice to her. I was trying so hard to be nice, and she just kept pushing me away. What has gotten into you? You hardly ever talk to Sophia. When you do, one of you usually ends up in tears, and now you're defending her. I don't think I need to explain myself. I was just asking, but fine. Let's just wait for Sophia to come out and see what she has to say. Well, it's not like we have many alternatives. I hate waiting. This shouldn't take long. Camosa is not someone to be around the bush. True, she's always to the point. No excuses, no diversions, no mercy. Let's just wait. That's weird. I thought they were going to be friends. I guess we'll see what happens. You're back. That was fast. Aren't you happy to see me? I'm fine. Sorry to disappoint you girls. So what was it all about? You'll find out soon enough. It's your turn, and I wouldn't keep Mother waiting if I were you. Alright, I'm off. Wish me luck. You might need it, so good luck, sister. Good luck. So, are you properly nervous yet? You know the experience will not be a pleasant one. Do you always have to do this? After all this time, we know you to fall for these games of yours. Precisely why I keep them up. Just stop, please. I'm not going to indulge in weird need to quarrel and provoke someone until they offend or humiliate you. Oh yes, I've got you know everything about me. And how wise of you not to indulge me in a conversation. I sure would like to see you try the same with Camosa in a minute. And to think Gloria defended her spoke well of you just a second ago. She almost got me to believe in you. You shouldn't always believe what you hear. And you should hope Camosa doesn't always believe either, because Gloria should be speaking about you right now. I wonder what Gloria will tell. Aren't you worried? I'm not sure. She seemed fine when we talked. As odd as it may be, you might be right. My silly sister babbled a lot about how she finally got through to you. What a success it was to finally come to some sort of understanding. The most pathetic part was when she decided this understanding was important enough to make it the topic of the day. I'm glad she felt that way. I thought it made for a nice change of pace as well. The only thing missing from this picture is holding hands and singing, and dancing, possibly in circles, in the middle of a flowery meadow. I think I might throw up. I think you could use some hand-holding and singing. Having friends doesn't hurt you, you know. At least it works better for me than isolation works for you. Oh, shut up. Let's just wait for Gloria. It shouldn't be too long. Wonder what they're gonna do or say. You're back. How was it? What do you mean? Well, was it, unpleasant? Of course not. Why would it be? It was just a normal conversation. Normal for you, perhaps. Come on, Gloria, I can tell it wasn't that smooth. Stop being so nosy and start asking proper questions. Did Camosa tell you about her plans? In fact, she did. Oh, of course she did. You earned that special little place in her lap. Sophia, please. Shush now, Cinders. So what do you think of Mother's latest great plot? You would think she had learned not to expect the impossible of us, or anything big, really. Maybe it's time to live up to her expectations. You are grown up now, Sophia. It's time for you to work on managing responsibilities. You're hopeless and stupid. Some of us are simply not built for greatness. If only you focused on doing something useful half as often as you do sharpening that vicious tongue. You must speak plainly. I'm too stupid to understand complex sentences. So what are Camosa's plans exactly? Oh, I'm sure she'll explain everything in a moment. No, hurry, don't keep her waiting. You know how angry she gets when someone's late. Oh yes, I feel like this is going to be quite an adventure. I'm about to enter the beast's lair. You don't need to worry. I didn't tell her about your little excursions. I did tell her, however, you behaved in a responsible and trustworthy manner, which I'm sure Mother has immediately taken to be true, since she values your opinion so highly. Alright then, I'm going. Wish me luck. Oh, that's nice. We were responsible, weren't we? You called me? Yes, I did. Come in and close the door. I'd like you to explain something to me. I just asked my daughters about what happened during my absence, and to my surprise I've got two conflicting descriptions. Could you please explain to me how you did spend the last 2 days? I visited friends in town and did some things I planned to do. You can say I took 2 days off. So, I have heard. I'm still wondering as to the nature of the liberties you took when I wasn't here to direct you. I certainly hope you did not do anything foolish. However, one of my daughters assured me that you were much too level-headed to make a mistake like that. She did? Yes, I also thought it was unusual of her, so I'm letting this slip. But enough about this. This isn't the topic I wanted to speak to you about. It is to do with my plans for our family. 2 days from now, a grand ball will be taking place in the royal palace. Any royal business is very important, of course. But this particular ball will be very important even for His Royal Highness. It means very careful preparations. What matters here is that the ball is very near, and there is little time left. It means that I will be expecting our entire family, and I do mean all of us, to give their best. Which I mean complete obedience, no questions, no dramas, no nonsense. This is much too important an event to be spoilt in such a silly way. Very well, and what is my part in this plan then? Will I be going to the ball as well, a member of our family that I am? Don't be absurd. Royal affairs aren't your arena. I see. Then what is my arena, ma'am? Why, the house, of course. If everything goes smoothly, the ball should mark the point of our family coming back into high society. And that means one thing. Guess! We will need combined effort to make the residence spotless, but your role in this will be crucial. I see, my lady. Would you also like me to hide in the wardrobe and pretend that I'm a statue when the guests come? Maybe being a statue would pose too much of a competition for your charming and intelligent daughters. I understand your anger and your reasons. Now you must understand mine. I put much time and effort into creating this opportunity for my daughters. Not let them be upstaged by anyone. You may play all of sanctimonious with me now, but either now or in 10 years you'll understand my perspective, and you'll agree with my decision. Besides, being the resourceful little creature that you are, you will without a doubt find your window of opportunity with little difficulty. If you are really that smart, you will get your chance to shine and you will take it. I'd like to refer to all of us as family, but only if it means that I have to do something. Don't get melodramatic, gal. You sound like a bad mother. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to prepare 3 young ladies for a ball organized by the future king. Do you have any idea how much a decent dress costs these days? No, of course you don't. Of course, how could buying a dress for the daughter of the rightful owner and head of the house be proper? Listen to me, girl, and listen good. I am the rightful owner of this house, and as unfortunate as it may be, your father, bless his soul eternal, is dead. No mother would put an orphan before her own children. I'm not just some orphan. Contrary to your real children, I am not afraid to think and speak for myself. You're truly blind if you really can't see my potential and how useful I could be. Also for you. Enough of this idle chatter. We have a very important task ahead of us and little time left. Since you're thinking so highly of yourself and your skills, why don't you show us your pragmatic side and start cleaning the house and helping with preparations? That's it. Do you really believe that is all I can be good at? Damon, snap out of that constant daydreaming, girl, and start paying attention. Do you think that even if you were the lady of this house, you would need to keep it clean? You're really selfish enough to believe that. Besides, this terrible burden of dusting and doing dishes is minuscule in comparison with my responsibilities. Be grateful for having such a simple life. Oh yes, very great. Shush, not a word. Get the girls together and call the servants. Wait for me in the hall. I will bring you your orders in a moment. How whack. That's okay, we're not even worried about the prince because we're gonna go be with Tobias, our childhood friend who's sweet and just right for me. Several hours later. Finally, it's so clean you could positively dine from it. I'm tired, but it's still better than washing all those dishes was. I hate doing dishes. She's been back for a little more than 1 hour, and here we are scrubbing the floor on all fours. Cleaning the windows, polishing silverware. Twice. And dusting everything. Did I mention doing the dishes? You might have. I hate that. Do you know what I hate? I hate the fact that I'm here while my dear, charming, and wise beyond her age wonder of a sister is upstairs. Playing the little princess she will never be, trying on that ridiculous dress coming to support her. First of all, you never saw that dress, and second, who knows, maybe the prince will fall in love with her, and you'll end up being the queen's sister. I doubt even that amount of noble blood can make a person dense enough to fall for Gloria. Although, maybe if she kept silent? You're terrible. Besides, for all we know, the prince could be denser than lead. Also, I didn't know you cared about balls and dresses. Compared to this, I think I prefer the royal circus. What are you two blabbering about this time? Wondering why the hall isn't sparkling yet? Well, then stop talking and get to work. This place has to be worthy of the emperor. You seem very confident that people will suddenly crave visits to our house, Mother, just because they will have met us at the ball. Will they be so taken by Gloria's charming sense of humour and my kind and sunny disposition? There goes my wonderful Sophia, always heavy as a storm cloud. Are you finished? Because there's work to be done. Also, frankly, dear, I had stopped paying attention to your theatrics a very long time ago. I'm sorry my acting isn't up to your standards, Mother. This ball is much more than just a meeting. It is a chance for all of us to get firm footing in this world, and heavens no, we could use some of that. I have waited for far too long and invested much too much to let this chance slip. Stop whining and start being serious about it. Or do you want to end up with no money and just the clothes on your back like Cinders here? Thanks, that's really nice. Thank you for that. Biatch. I didn't say the actual word, I said biatch. It's spelled B-Y-O-C-H. I know that people usually put a T in there, but I feel like if you take the T out, then it makes it less like the actual word. See, it works. I'm tired. Don't get your hopes too high. What did you say? Why are you whispering in my presence? Nothing, Mother. Mother, where are you? I need you to say this. What is it again? There must have been a mistake, Mother. This dress isn't my size at all. It's too long. I'm sweeping the floors with my every move. And if I ever have to dance in it, I'm a serious injury or worse. Wow, personally I think you look very pretty, Gloria. Thank you, Cinders. It's still not my size. Imagine how it's going to look after even a brief stroll in the royal garden. What is this? Demons, this man. The man is clearly an amateur. I gave that crook all the numbers and made sure he got them right several times. I'm sorry, Mother, but I really can't go wearing this. What are we going to do? No reason to lose your head, Gloria. Perhaps visiting the tailor without you was a mistake after all. But we can still salvage the situation. There's still time. Well, I'll go to the tailor tomorrow and make sure he gets it right this time. Trip to the tailor? How very entertaining. Stop whispering behind my back and try your dress on. You have to know if it fits. And you, Cinders, stop loitering and get back to cleaning. Just great. Poor Cinders. Why does she have to be treated like that? That's okay. We'll get the life we want. I want to hurry up and go to town so we can talk to Tobias again. I'm feeling so tired, but I just want to keep on going. Cinders, do the cleaning while we try our new dresses on. Sure. Why don't we all relax and enjoy ourselves while Cinders scrubs the floors and walls? I can't believe I'm back to this again. Those past few days have been amazing. Now I know there's more to life than this, and not only in fairy tales. I need to change something instead of just bending to Camosa's will and going back to what is not normal around here. How can I just forget about freedom now? Because let's be honest, Camosa won't ever release me. She doesn't even consider me in her plans. I'm no one to her. What was that? Who would knock on my window at this hour? Some shady character it must be. Let's see. Tobias, yes! Cinders! Psst! Cinders! It's me, Tobias! What are you doing here? Never mind, come in before someone sees you and tells Camosa she has yet another reason to mop the floors with me. It's good to see you in such a cheerful mood. I'm sorry, it's just that Camosa is back and she has such a soothing effect on people around her. I'm sorry to bother you and risk her getting mad at you. It's just that I had to see you. You did, huh? And why would that be? I knew you'd have a hard day today, so I figured you could use some cheering up. Was I mistaken? No, correct as always. I didn't quite hear you. Could you say that again? Preferably put that in writing as well. Shut up. I said that humble merchants should stick to their numbers, since they tend to be mistaken when it comes to people, even if they do things right from time to time. I'm deeply wounded. I'm not sure whether I want to take you on that second date I'd planned for tonight. Oh, I love this idea of cheering me up. I should be sad more often. Don't be. I think we can figure some different and pleasurable. We can figure some different and pleasurable way of spending the evening for times when you're happy. So, what do we do now? Can you sneak out of the house for a while? Sure, and I know a great place we could visit at this time. The lake? Not the grave. I think visiting the grave wouldn't be too nice. Yeah, the lake is better. It's not really fun to visit a grave. And here we are. How do you like this spot? Is this a secret place you come to think quietly or relax, simply to hide? Yes, it calms me. I feel safe and relaxed here. More at home than at Camosa's manor, I guess. That's why I come here. I like it. It's beautiful. And secluded enough not to worry about sharing the view or your solitude and thoughts with some random stranger passing by. Somehow I sometimes feel safer with no people around. There is no soul in sight. I bet we could scream on the top of our lungs and no one would harm us, or no one would hear us, I think it said, whatever. There's a weird atmosphere here. Apart from you almost rhyming, I don't really know what you mean by weird. Sure, still clear of the atmosphere here, my dear, because something's lurking near. What's he doing? Now I'm quite sure there's something in the atmosphere here. It certainly influences the senses. But I'm serious. It feels like there's something lurking in the shadows on the shore, or beneath the lake's surface. Maybe it's just the fairy tales and children's stories talking. Really, the stories told about this lake make you nervous? Well, let me just say, I think you're quite brave to come here alone. I feel chills thinking about the stories I've heard. I always found them comforting. My father usually created a friendly world of mystery, fairies, and adventure. I used to love entering it while listening to him. Yeah, your father had a way with children. And stories. He was a wordsmith. I used to love it when he came to do business with my parents. Sometimes I still miss him a lot. I'm sorry. Your father was a wonderful man. I guess he was. You guess. Ever heard of a child with a clear and objective view of their father? I remember him being an all-knowing wizard when I was little. Then I became a teenager and grew out of his stories at least a bit. And he miraculously changed. The wise man was suddenly gone. Oh yes, mine somehow did the same. He changed horribly. It must have been an epidemic of some sort. And I actually do believe he was wise. His stories taught me many things. All my father taught me was how to count money. I'm kind of glad. I mean, that's not nice, but there are worse things that you could have been taught. Mine was a big child, at least partially irresponsible when it came to everyday life. Everyone has flaws. At least your father taught you something practical. Yeah, see? She's right. Ah, yes, the grass is always greener in somebody else's yard. My childhood was fine, but I always thought yours was better. Remember the good parts, not only the flaws. You've clearly missed your calling. You should have become a philosopher, not a merchant. I did consider it, but the pay was way lower. Some people... Sorry. Somehow people are willing to pay much more for candy or spices than for wisdom. So that is what I'm selling. Yeah, that's smart. Penny for your thoughts? Do you believe it? Believe what? Well, the stories, the fairies, magic in this place, everything people say. Would you think I'm very silly if I said I did? Considering what the story said, that happened to those who said so, especially here, I wouldn't dare to utter a word of contempt. Well, that's settled then. I do believe it, and you don't judge me. I think my father's story stuck a bit more than I expected. And recently, this place, strange things began happening when I come here. I don't know. Seriously, what happened? It doesn't matter. Forget I said anything. So, you want to talk about something? I wanted to get you out of the house, mostly. Help you relax after a tough day. Thank you. Mission accomplished. I do feel relaxed already. Just, let's not come back yet if you don't mind. Of course. Also, there actually is something I can't get off my mind. Should I get tense again and brace myself? Please let me know in advance. I'm serious, and I need to know if you are serious about us, that is. I'm not going to be able to go to sleep with this kind of thing. It's so cute. I thought that was obvious. Of course I am. Do you want more proof? I'm sorry, but I had to ask. I mean, you were enjoying your freedom for the first time in years. You could finally do anything you wanted, and... I seriously advise you to stop now. Yes, I am serious about us. Now drop the subject before you start insulting me. I'm sorry, I really am. But if you are, have you given any thought to what happens now? You're right, I haven't. I was so concentrated on Camosa and the events of the last couple of days. Sorry. Well, I have, and frankly I have no idea what we could do. I'm sorry, but sneaking about and meeting once in a blue moon in secret is not an option for me. Don't you like it now? The thrill of no one knowing, and sitting in a secret hideout? Of course I do, but I also want to be able to go out with you in the evenings, take you places I like outside of the town. I want to boast to the world that we're together. I'm not sure what to do to make that happen. As long as my situation in Camosa's mansion is the way it is, we have no real options. Alright, so now that's settled. We need to change that situation. Ooh. And how do you propose we do that? Well, we could leave that situation behind entirely. Leave all this behind and start normally somewhere else. Compared to Camosa, it can't sound that bad, can it? It certainly has its appeal, but maybe we don't have to do anything so drastic. I'm sorry, but leaving things the way they are basically means breaking up. It is a valid option, but let's not do that, shall we? Aww. That's not what I meant. I guess I was just wondering whether things could change here. Nothing's impossible if you want it hard enough, right? Right, let's assume things change. How do you think we should proceed? Now we wait. Just wait, that's it. I'm not sure we can. If nothing changes, the longer we wait, the harder it will be to act. I'm not telling you to wait indefinitely. What I'm saying is we should not act rashly, as it can do more harm than good. Alright, what are we waiting for? I certainly can't burden you with running away with me, leaving all you've built behind. That's not what it should be like. And since this is our main option right now, we're waiting for our opportunity. I'm sure the fate will turn soon, and and we will spot our chance. Can you endure that just a little bit longer for me? I'm glad you see a way out, because I must admit I wasn't so optimistic when I came here. I'm glad I could cheer you up. Let me know if you ever need that again. I'm serious. Look at the odds. Our chances are just so slim. Life's not a fairy tale, and love doesn't always prevail. To the contrary, I would even say it usually doesn't. I didn't quite hear you. Could you repeat what it is that does or does not prevail in this case? Look. Right. Yes, I did say love, but that is beside the point. Aww. Oh no, that is precisely the point of all this. You're changing the subject, and we do need to concentrate and think of something fast. Regardless of how I feel, it may be simply impossible to be together. Oh, you are in such a cheerful mood today. Alright, my dear Doomsayer, what can we do in your opinion? I really don't know. Stacking up odds is what I do. Profit and loss, chances of failure and success. Today the numbers make no sense to give me no clue to this. How should I reply? I can change my life, or I need you to change my life? I don't know what to say. I'm not sure if I need you to change my life means I need you to be with me, or if it means I need you to do something to help me. Because I can change my life on my own and go be with him, but I don't know. I'm gonna try this one. Hopefully it's the right answer. Need you to change my life. Please don't say that. During the past few days, it was you who showed me what life can be. I need you. There we go. I need you to continue changing my life. I know I can do it, but not alone. You're my catalyst, and if I'm to succeed, I need your support and confidence. Oh, there you go, girl. I'm sorry. You've already risked a lot to get here, and all I do is doubt. I know you're capable of a lot of things, and I know there's a chance, albeit slim. Try to be what you need me to be, I promise. I'll help you any way I can. What can I do? You can start by believing in me. I need to know you're there, that you're waiting for me at the end of this road, and that you trust me. I never thought I could be that important for someone. Don't know what to say, but I'll be here for you any way you want. And I do believe in you and us. I'm glad we understand each other. See, the future isn't as dark as it seemed. Certainly not now, when we can sit together at the lake and hold hands. Yes, let's concentrate on that, not the problems and obstacles. Can we be a normal couple for a while? Watch the stars and each other's company? I don't know about you, but I'm already doing that, enjoying your company and the stars. I'm glad. Yay! Alone again, Tobias went back home. It's nice to know that he has my back. I never had someone care for me like that before. I think the fairies are going to come out, but I don't really want to talk to them right now. We really have grown up, and our relationship matured with us. It's such a lovely night. I don't feel like going back home yet. I think I'll go and visit Mum. Madame Guide was right when she said I don't tend to her grave as much as I should. Wait, it's late. Go to bed. Fine, let's go to the cemetery. I think maybe we'll see the fairies there. I think after this I probably should save it and go to bed, because I am starting to get a little tired. Actually, I think I'll save it right now. I'll be back in a little bit, you guys. I gotta get some rest. So we'll see what Cinder's mom is up to and see about everything else in a bit.